It's here, the moment the dark moon takes hold, and this time, it's not like any other. The whispers you've been hearing are about to become a deafening roar, and the next 48 hours will be absolutely crucial in determining the trajectory of your personal journey. This isn't just an astrological event, it's a specific message, targeted directly to those who are ready to receive it, those who can feel the shift, those who understand that something profound is about to be unveiled. Have you felt it? That pull, that sense that something is coming, that feeling that the veil between worlds is becoming ever so thin. If so, that's not random, it's a confirmation that this message is for you. This dark moon, unlike any we've experienced before, is not a void, but a messenger, carrying with it specific instructions and revelations that are about to rewrite the narrative of your life. Consider it a cosmic command to wake up, to pay attention, and to understand that the universe is specifically speaking to you. Now more than ever, it's time to listen. The patterns are shifting, the energy is intensifying, the time is now. This particular dark moon cycle is unique, an anomaly in the grand celestial dance, setting it apart from the usual rhythms we've come to expect. During this rare alignment, the veil between the physical realm and the spiritual world thins to an almost transparent membrane, allowing for a heightened exchange of energies, insights, and direct communications from the unseen dimensions. This isn't just a passive observation of a celestial body, it's an active invitation to dive deep into the core of your being. You are not witnessing an event, you are a participant in it. This is why the content of this video is not intended for the masses, but specifically curated for the chosen ones, those sensitive souls who have felt the subtle tremors of change, the whispers of ancient wisdom, the persistent knowing that there's more to reality than what meets the eye. It's for those who have been waiting for this moment without even realizing it, the ones who have a deeply rooted feeling that something extraordinary is about to occur. For you, this message is a sign, a validation of your own inner compass, confirming that your connection to the cosmos is both profound and real. It's a clear signal that you are not just experiencing a random event, but a deliberate interaction with the universe that is specifically calling you to your destiny. The moon cycle, a continuous dance of light and shadow, is a consistent pattern of ebb and flow that has been observed throughout history. The cycle repeats, but each phase carries a unique, energetic footprint. The full moon shines its light, revealing, while the dark moon conceals, allowing for reflection and deep inner work. It is a cosmic inhale and exhale. During this specific dark moon, however, the energetic fingerprint is unlike any other we have seen. Across cultures and throughout the ages, astronomical events have been viewed not just as predictable patterns, but as harbingers of significant shifts in consciousness. Take, for instance, the dark moon eclipse of 1492, which some historians believe was directly correlated with a massive shift in the global understanding of Earth. Or the countless accounts from ancient mystics who described the dark moon as a time of vision and profound spiritual breakthroughs. These examples aren't just coincidences, they represent patterns of amplified energy that point to a cosmic order that is far more complex and intentional than we often realize. The key point here is that while the patterns are predictable, the outcome, the transformation, is contingent upon your response. This current dark moon is an opportunity for you to seize the moment, to take decisive actions that will resonate across all dimensions of your existence. To truly understand the power of this moment, we must look at the dark moon within the vast framework of astrology. The dark moon, or the balsamic moon, represents a period of introspection, release, and preparation. It is the final stage of the lunar cycle before the next new moon emerges, and therefore it's a potent time for letting go of old patterns and energies. It is not a void or an absence of light. but rather a potent space for profound internal work, where hidden truths and long-buried emotions can rise to the surface. It is in the quiet darkness that we can finally hear the whispers of our soul. Unlike other phases of the moon, the dark moon provides a unique opportunity to confront our shadows and to work in the depths of our subconscious. Furthermore, the current alignment of planets and specific astrological aspects makes this dark moon uniquely powerful. This specific energetic alignment opens up a direct channel to unseen entities, spiritual guides, and forces that are beyond the ordinary. These are not merely abstract concepts, but tangible forces with real-world consequences that affect not only you, but the collective consciousness as a whole. Just as the moon affects the tides of the ocean, it also affects the ebb and flow of consciousness, emotions, and behaviors. The key here is that this is not a passive event, but a deliberate interaction of many energies coming together for a specific reason, and you are one of the intended recipients of this cosmic alignment. This specific dark moon period is a turning point, a crossroads that demands your attention, and where the decisions and actions you take will reverberate through your life for years to come. It's a moment where the universe is inviting you to choose, to consciously shape your destiny. This period is not merely a random marker in time, it is a pivotal portal that will define the course of your spiritual journey. Think of past moments in your life where you have felt pulled in different directions, a fork in the road that presented you with both opportunities and risks. Remember what happened when you followed your intuition and when you did not. Those moments of decision, whether you recognized them or not, were influenced by the cycles of energy around you, particularly the moon cycles. This dark moon is presenting you with a similarly crucial crossroads, except the stakes are even higher now, and the path ahead will become clearer with each passing moment, each intuition embraced, each truth accepted. The message is clear: this is not an opportunity to postpone, to skip, or to ignore. This is the moment to listen. The impact of this dark moon's energy will manifest on all levels of your being, affecting your physical body, your emotions, your mental state, and your spiritual awareness. Physically, you may experience changes in energy levels, unusual sleep patterns, or sudden physical sensations such as headaches, tingling, or even a feeling of being weighed down. Emotionally, expect intensified feelings, perhaps a sense of unease, sudden mood swings, or an overwhelming urge to release old trauma. Mentally, the mind may feel cluttered, restless, and overly active, with racing thoughts or a feeling of confusion. Spiritually, you are more likely to have vivid dreams, synchronicities, and a deep sense of connection to the unseen realms. These effects may be subtle at first, but will progressively intensify as the 48-hour window unfolds. It will build, reach a climax, and then begin to slowly settle, leaving behind a new template for the future. Failing to acknowledge these influences, ignoring the signs, or dismissing them as coincidences can lead to a sense of imbalance, confusion, missed opportunities, and an overall disconnect with the subtle energies that are all around you. The stakes are both personal and profound, making it vital that you recognize this is not merely an abstract concept. It's a tangible force with real consequences for your life. The information I'm sharing here within this video is not widely known or understood, setting you apart from the majority. You are among the few who are privy to this knowledge, who have been chosen, not by chance, but because of your own energetic resonance with these subtle forces. This information is not easily accessible, it cannot be found on the surface of things, it is not found in mainstream media, but rather through the inner knowing and direct connection to the cosmos. Your very presence here, at this moment, is a clear sign of your readiness and alignment. This knowledge, however, comes with a weighty responsibility. It's not merely a passive collection of data, but an active call to navigate the upcoming period with full intention and heightened awareness. You cannot unknow what you are about to learn. Just as a seed once planted must grow, your knowledge must grow into action. You are now responsible for your own spiritual evolution. You are responsible for what you do with this information. You are, in a very real sense, one of the chosen ones. The main themes we're about to explore are personal transformation, spiritual awakening, and empowerment. The dark moon is not just another event on your calendar. It is a unique opportunity for deep self-discovery, to peel back the layers of who you think you are and reveal the authentic soul within. It is a period to release limitations, to overcome fears, and to fully embrace your potential. It is not only about understanding the effects of the dark moon's energy, but it's about how you can actively use this energy to become more aligned with your true self. You are not a mere passive observer in this process. This is where the message begins to go beyond simply learning, but becoming. You are an active participant in your own transformation journey. The invitation is clear: to step fully into your role as the architect of your own spiritual destiny, empowered by the very energies that were once mysterious and out of reach. The message is that the cosmos is not separate from you. You are a part of it, and it's a part of you. Let's now delve deeper into what the dark moon actually represents. It's a phase of the moon when it is positioned between the Earth and the Sun, making it appear invisible in the night sky. It's a time when the lunar energy is at its lowest point, making it seem like an absence of light. But this perception is not entirely accurate, since darkness is not the absence of light, but rather its complement, and something that contains its own unique set of characteristics. This phase, often overlooked or misunderstood, is not a void, but rather a potent space for introspection, a time for releasing what no longer serves you, a period for internal reflection, for tuning into your inner world, and for making deep connections to your soul. While we may not see the moon with our physical eyes during this phase, we are able to feel it. Its energy becomes all the more palpable. Think of the moon and Earth as a single energetic system that is always in motion, always interacting, always sending signals back and forth. The dark moon acts as a reset, a cosmic exhale, preparing the ground for new beginnings and a new cycle of growth. This is the beginning of the next major shift for you. The core concepts that we must understand are heightened intuition, the thinning of the veil, and the increased activity of spiritual forces. These are not merely abstract ideas, but very real experiences that you are about to encounter. During the dark moon phase, the veil between the physical and spiritual realms becomes thinner than usual, creating a direct channel for communications from guides, angels, ancestors, and other entities. This thinning of the veil can lead to a heightened sense of intuition, making you more receptive to subtle energies, synchronicities, and messages from the unseen. Think of it like a radio signal that is usually faint becoming clear and crisp. Throughout history and across many cultures, there are legends of this veil being thinner during certain phases of the moon, including stories of visions, prophetic dreams, and other miraculous occurrences. These accounts are not just myths. They represent a long history of human interactions with the spiritual realm. The reality is that the veil has always been thin for those who are attuned. The key is to allow this to become fully apparent. The dark moon's energy is designed to help you tune into your own inner radio and receive the messages being sent directly to you. As we begin to weave together the main knowledge threads, let's look at how the dark moon can reveal hidden aspects of yourself, illuminate your true path, and strengthen your connection to the unseen realms. These threads are interconnected and build off of each other. You will not experience these threads separately, but all together as a combined experience, as a puzzle that begins to become clearer. It's not only about recognizing these facets, but using these as guideposts in your transformational journey. First, the dark moon's energy can act as a mirror, reflecting parts of yourself that have been hidden or ignored, whether these are suppressed fears, desires, talents, or even forgotten memories. It's an opportunity to confront your shadows and integrate them into your conscious awareness, allowing you to become a more complete individual. Second, it has the ability to illuminate your true path, revealing new opportunities that were not previously considered, and sometimes it even forces you to course correct. It can be a catalyst to move towards a more aligned and authentic direction. And finally, the dark moon energy strengthens your connections to the spiritual realm, allowing you to receive direct guidance, messages, and support from the unseen forces that are always present. These are not separate experiences, they are different angles of the same overall evolution. The dark moon reveals the total picture. Throughout this period, you will see recurring patterns of synchronicities and vivid dreams, not random chance, but rather signifiers of the dark moon's potent energy, designed specifically for you to receive. Synchronicities might show up as seeing the same number patterns repeatedly, encountering relevant messages in unexpected places, or experiencing strange coincidences that feel too deliberate to be accidental. These are the breadcrumbs of the universe, designed to guide you forward, confirming that you are on the right path and in alignment with the cosmic order. Vivid dreams, on the other hand, may seem intense, symbolic, or even prophetic. Pay close attention to the emotions, symbols, and narratives of your dreams. They are not merely random thoughts, but messages from your subconscious and often your spiritual guides. Together, these experiences are intended to make you feel validated, to feel seen, and to recognize that you are part of something much larger than you can see with the physical eye. These are the clues that reveal the bigger picture, that prove you are indeed one of the chosen ones. The universe is not simply watching, it's participating in your journey. As we look further into this mystery, new questions begin to arise, layering complexity onto the initial questions. Are you truly ready to face whatever this dark moon reveals about you? Are you willing to step onto the path that it will illuminate, even if it's different from what you previously envisioned? Can you handle the heightened sensitivity and the amplified connection to unseen realms that you are about to experience? Each of these questions requires you to look inward, to confront what you believe to be true, and to challenge your current understanding of the world around you. These aren't just abstract concepts. They are very personal tests that you must answer for yourself, not to me, not to anyone else, but to yourself. This is about being honest and authentic. It's not about simply receiving a message, but about your willingness to be transformed by it. This is your opportunity. The mystery begins to deepen as we hint at the potential challenges and complexities that may arise from the messages delivered by the dark moon. Not all revelations are pleasant. Some truths can be difficult to confront, forcing you to examine parts of yourself that you have avoided or ignored. There can also be a price to pay for this knowledge, as with knowledge comes responsibility, and with awareness comes the need to take action. It's not only about the reception of the message, but also about your ability to correctly interpret the meaning behind it and take the necessary steps to align with it. This requires discernment, patience, and courage. Just like many historical figures who have sought knowledge, there can be consequences to this kind of wisdom, meaning that you must be ready to face whatever you discover with grace and wisdom. It's important to note that this doesn't imply the need for caution. It simply means you must be prepared. The pattern for the next 48 hours will be one of intensification and then settling, an ebb and flow of energy that unfolds in distinct phases. The energy will start subtly and gradually build, reaching a climax of heightened awareness and intensity, and then it will slowly begin to settle, bringing clarity and integration. The first phase will be all about heightened sensitivity with a focus on receiving and awareness. The second phase will be all about challenges, tests, and deeper self-reflection. The final phase will be the integration phase, where you solidify the new understanding and take steps towards a new path. Each phase is connected and builds off the next. This is a microcosm of what happens across the longer transformative cycles, showing you that all change occurs in predictable and yet unique ways. The 48-hour period is simply a compressed version of a longer process that you can expect to see play out across weeks, months, and years. By recognizing the microcosm, it helps to understand the macrocosm. As we conclude this introduction, it's important to know that what's coming next is the actionable part of this message, where we'll discuss how to engage with this powerful dark moon energy. This next section will provide specific techniques, tools, and methods for self-reflection, journaling, and meditation, all during the crucial 48-hour period. Understanding this introduction is one thing, but taking action is another. The next phase will be about the doing. You'll discover how to interpret the messages being sent to you and how to make conscious choices that align with your true path. Staying with this video is not just an option, it's a necessity to fully claim your personal power and spiritual growth. If you are truly ready to embrace your destiny, you'll need to stay engaged for what's to come, because this information is specifically targeted to you. This is your moment. You are ready.